let me know when you start.
Without telling.
Come on, let's go. Go. Push. Yeah. Go. Come on, push.
By the door.
Okay.
So this is the assessment with Ellie. You want to run me through it?
Yeah, so got Salty in the gym today. We're like a couple of weeks back into the 2026 season, so we played a little bit of foundation of strength, didn't lose too much in the off season this year, which is awesome. And so we just want to get some good baseline testing data, which then kind of shows us our opportunities to drive programming, identifies any risk of injury, and yeah, kind of lays a good platform for an awesome year of racing.
Cool. And she has her race next week?
Yep, racing Abu Dhabi next weekend. It's just like a see where you're at kind of race, sea level race. But the big race for the year is on the 21st of March. So it'd be good to get some baseline data now so we know what we're working on towards that.
Amazing.
Yeah, and like super exciting. This time last year, had you had surgery or you're going for
I
surgery?
was waiting for surgery. 4th of February, I had knee surgery. So we're going on a year now. So
Yeah, but like starting this year, like already at, you know, close to where she was last year, which is some of the best lifetime data, which is super exciting for this year. And we take the opportunities when Ellie is in Brisbane to do the testing and the training. So yeah, let's see what we get to today.
And what do we have here?
I got the VALD DynaMo. So I find most coaches, not most coaches, some coaches do a really poor job of objectively assessing stuff. They just kind of guess the programming. Whereas this can objectively look at right versus left, and then we can compare to kind of like body weight and some normative data around where we should be. We test in like run specific positions, cycling, and then some upper body if we got any niggles in that area. Yeah, so this is the DynaMo. It's just like a little handheld reading. We whack this on, and then as we press in, tells us the rate of force development and then max power. And we also have the force plates downstairs we'll do in a bit as well.
I have a little bit of an angry, like, I don't know if it's glute med or hammy on the right side.
Right, let's see then. So go butt on the very edge for us. And then we'll get you to do the knee up and towards the chest. Back to here. Relax here. While we're up here as well, just get you to extend out.
Okay.
Anything on hammy there?
Just a nice stretch.
Okay, nothing on the sit bone, around the glute.
No, stretching.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, and then switch legs. So we can get the hips in the right spot. Right. Yeah, way less tension here. Like if you compare this, like the resting tone on the front of this hip.
Yeah.
Definitely a bit tighter today.
Yeah, I definitely noticed this hip flexor after my track run yesterday, super tight.
Look at the
Yeah.
that hammy as well.
Yeah.
So you look at that compared to like this.
Yeah. And it feels like this leg is like doing way more work than this one at the moment.
Okay.
I think that's why it might be a bit sore.
Yeah, I don't know whether maybe it's like it's definitely much tighter. So
Yeah.
we'll have a look at that today. When did you notice the hammy first?
Today on the bike.
Right. Nothing before that?
No.
What did you do yesterday?
Swim and a track run and a massage.
How hard was the tracks session?
2500s at 3:26 to 3:30 pace.
Cool. So this is what we do here. We go through testing. We'll test left side first. We're looking at hip abduction, so pulling our leg away from the midline. When we're doing that, if you look over on old mate here, these muscles that attach around our lateral hip, the ones that abduct, when we hit the ground, they stabilize our pelvic girdle. So super important when we're running. We're just going to look at the capacity here, right versus left, and then we'll look at adduction as well, which is the alternative to that. Let's press hard for 3 seconds. So go 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push. Yeah. Cool. So you can kind of see the number as we go. We'll jump up, then we can compare to her total PB in the past as well. Okay, 2, 1, let's go. Push, 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 push. Come on, go. Push, 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 push. That's the highest force ever, but we've got
On both sides?
yeah,
Wow.
2% up on left, but yeah, 9% on right. But then that pulls the asymmetry over a little bit. So that right side's currently 8.5 stronger, which is not crazy. Generally anything in that 5 to 10% window, we want to try and bring back down. Once it gets above that 10 is something that we want to look after. But you look at this time to peak force, best ever by 33%, 35%. So that's access to strength quickly. As you hit the ground, things switch on a little quicker.
Awesome.
Which is what we want.
Pogo's paying off.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Yeah.
Again, and then pull in this way as hard as you can.
Okay. 2,
1, let's go. Pull, go, 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 go. Yep. Nice. Alright, 2, 1, let's go. Pull, come on Ellie, go, 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 go. Yeah. Do quads downstairs, and then we'll do force plates as well.
Sweet.
Actually, before we do that, do you want me to try and get into that hip?
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, fuck.
I find these tight spots, if we can get release, so obviously self-myofascial release, trigger ball stuff, super effective, but also elbow, very effective.
Nothing quite like the elbow.
But then, generally speaking, the athlete generally feels a lot better afterwards, and we can move in a much freer position. Whereas if they carry this restriction, high tone, bit of higher sensitivity, discomfort, changes the way they move, changes activation of muscles, not going to be as effective. So if we can, releasing off prior to the session, historically, especially for Ellie, seems to work really well to get the body feeling a bit better. And then we leave these sessions feeling better than we come in.
I hope so.
You look like you're having fun now.
Oh yeah, this is a blast.
But you need it. This is what you want.
She keeps coming back.
It's such a holiday. 6 years now.
Yeah.
Nearly 6 years I keep coming back. Glutton for punishment, I swear.
So what we're doing is called a lock lumbar rotation, TPI, Titleist Performance Institute. For rotational sport athletes, super important to have good thoracic spine mobility, especially if someone wants to do something like swimming, triathlete, and because they spend so long in TT, or if they're sitting outside of training hours, can be something that restricts the thoracic spine and lose the ability to be mobile through here. So impacts run, swim, anything really. We're just assessing this 50 degrees for general population, or above 70 degrees is what we're aiming for with this test. Got somewhere around here and they put We're into seated knee extension now. Because of the knee injury Ellie had at the beginning of last year, or the back end of the year prior, we just want to make sure the quads are still firing nice and strong. Just to, obviously, any previous injury, we want to keep some tight baseline data around there, just so we don't let anything get out of straight. Well, let's have a quick stance. Push, come on, go, 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 go. Yep. Go, 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 go. Push. Yep. Alright, last 1, 2, 1, let's go. Go, push, 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 push. Yep. Left's up, right's down.
Oh no.
Right's comparable, 4% on last test.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Righty was a bit overloaded last time.
The ace, that was post.
Yeah.
Now this is where we're back to. So we want to try and bridge this back the other way.
Cool.
So that right side's trying to sneak away from doing some work.
Lazy.
Just sleepy, not lazy.
Yeah. Still on off season. It's got 1 week to get back on board.
It's not at a point that's any risk, but we'll retest again. Hammy and quad. I mean, the stuff's firing.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I find prime movers after a speed session, like if we test you, they'll be the things that tank the most.
Yeah, I rode hard this morning too, so that'll be.
This is the hard bit about testing a triathlete. They're never fresh on most athletes. We'll be strategic on when we do our testing.
Tested on the off season.
All right, let's jump on the force plates now.
Yeah.
So we're going force plates. This is a great way. So again, VALD great kit to have, and we're looking at right first left ground reaction force. We like to have something that's a bit more high force, high load, so slower time under tension. So we're going to do a squat hold here. Then the plates measure how hard we're pushing into the ground and then how hard right versus left. Then we're going to go into some jump testing, counter movement jump, single leg, and then some hop stuff. So looking kind of both ends of the spectrum, and then more of that reactive strength as well. Super important for the components that we're after, and stuff that endurance athletes typically do a poor job of. We try and target some of the training around.
Wanted to know, tell me things that you've done. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun.
The highest that we've recorded, left is like 10% up, 11% up. Right's, 1% up, so on par, but lefty's coming along here. That weight, so we've now hit 3 times body weight, which is kind of getting towards that track standard.
Oh.
Let's go.
Look out, changing sports soon.
Fast twitch athlete.
100-meter sprinter, here I come.
Let's go. Right leg, push. Heavier on that left leg, stronger on the left leg, sorry.
Wow, tables have turned.
Pretty close, really though.
Yeah.
And yeah, see the percentile up in like the 70th percentile across the board. Units per kg. Nice. So we're force velocity, force one end of the spectrum, power but over a longer period of time, whereas velocities at the other end of that spectrum, a lot of power but in a short amount of time. So we're looking at unloaded hit is more towards that velocity end, whereas the other ones with a force end, and we can kind of start mapping that profile for the athlete. Counter movement jump, hands on hips, dip, explosion. Lift this up. Yeah, not the knee, just strong here and then squeeze.
It doesn't want to do it. Like I can force it to do it.
Sometimes when we have a hammy that's a little grumpy, you want to add some isos in different positions, especially with hip extended. Sometimes if the hip's a little more, well actually got 10 seconds early. You put the tendon in a position where it's more likely to be compressed on the sit bone, ischial tuberosity, where it originates from. Right, rest set. Right, fight hard.
That was a good fight, that one.
That was a good fight. Fight. I find this is a good variation to get the TFL out of the mix. Actually get that glute med firing. But you got to have the right angle on the hips. Right, fight hard. Don't let me win. Let's go. Go. Yep. Don't let me win. Let's go. Push. Yep. One more time. Hard fight. Come on, Ellie. Let's go. Yep. Good job. A little demoralizing isometric. So.
I'll put my whole body weight on your one tiny little muscle. See if you can fight me back. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Let me
You're
know
like
when you start.
Iron Man! What the fuck?
Let me know when you start.
That's literally my whole body weight!
Let me know when you start. No way.
Dad's track.
Have you been training your whole life for this one moment? Without telling anyone? Oh my god.
This is actually all I do all day. I just do that yes no.
Yeah, literally. I'm very nervous. I've never raced since January before. Very early in the season. Like I finished my season mid-December, then I took 3 weeks off. So I've only been back training like 3 weeks. And I don't feel very race fit yet, but
So it's
see
just
how we go.
jumping straight back into it again. And then how long is your break between this one and the next one?
March 21st will be the next one.
Oh, so that's 2 months. Basically.
Yeah, got a little bit of time. That's a big one though. It needs to be like ready for
Locked
that.
in for it.
Yeah.
Session done, testing, bit of light activation, mobility, just trying to calm some of the angry stuff from the track session before heavy race sim day on the weekend. But yeah, we found some stuff that will set us up for 2026. We'll retest some of the things that weren't within the right kind of frame that we wanted, and then the other stuff was there was a lot of green around the stuff, so I'll be excited to see what happens here.